Welcome to Aspiring Voices, the video companion to the Aspire Views newsletter. A big thank you to everyone who lent their voices, write-ups, photos, and more to this project. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoy.
From Shannon Crofton, message from the CEO. Aspire Richmond is excited to announce the launch of the CommunityLivingCareers.ca, which is a joint initiative between CLBC and the BCCEO network. You may have seen some of the advertisements on Global TV in the last few weeks. This marketing campaign is designed to attract people to the community living sector that may not be aware of this line of work and may be good at it. You will see Aspire posting various videos on social media and on our website, highlighting why working in community living is a great career path. Please feel free to share this information with friends and family who may be interested in a new career. In September, Aspire Richmond hosted its annual general meeting where over 75 people gathered to share dinner and hear about the 2023-2024 year at Aspire. The 2023-2024 annual report is available on the aspirerichmond.com website along with our annual Quality of Life report card.
Looking for activities for your energetic toddler? Aspire Richmond's Infant Development Program, in collaboration with community partners in Richmond, offers free drop-in parent-child programs that you and your toddler will love. Tots and Tea at Richmond Public Library's Brighouse branch. Join us every other Tuesday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for an hour of early literacy, caregiver connections, and playtime designed to support your toddler's social-emotional development. Your toddler will enjoy story time, free play, snacks, and an infant development consultant will be available to answer any questions you may have about your child's development. Tots and Tea is a partnership between Aspire Richmond and the Richmond Public Library. Toddler Time at Seedlings Early Childhood Development Hub. Parents and caregivers with children aged 10 months to 2 years are invited to join us every Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a fun-filled morning of play, songs, rhymes, and storytelling. This program is offered in English, Cantonese, and Mandarin. An infant development consultant is available every last Friday of the month to answer any questions you may have about your child's early development. Toddler Time is a partnership between Aspire Richmond, Richmond Family Place, Richmond Public Library, and Touchstone Family Association. Questions? Call the Infant Development Program at 604-821-3359. Thank you to our valued partners in the Aspire Employment Services programs. We are incredibly grateful to partner with a wonderful group of employers committed to inclusive hiring. Providing opportunities for people with developmental disabilities to engage in meaningful work is a small action that has a big impact on the new employees, the business, and the community. A job is so much more than just a job. It's a fundamental building block of our identity. It gives us a sense of purpose, belonging, and brings meaning to our lives by giving us the opportunity to contribute to our teams and community. Not to mention, providing us with financial rewards and increased independence. Landing a job can be life-changing. This year, we'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the following new employers that have changed lives and our community for the better by hiring people supported by Aspire Employment Program. Paper Plains Cafe, Paradis Lagarde, Magnus Clinic, Pacific Banner Riding Club, London Drugs No. 3 Road, Riverside Equestrian, Salvation Army, Pine Grove Place. These employers offer welcoming and supportive environments and have provided opportunities for our workers to learn, take on new challenges, and develop skills to equip them to succeed in their future careers. When you connect with these employers when you are out in the community, be sure to thank them for their contribution in making our community a more inclusive and welcoming place to live.
Imagine a picnic so big that it feels like a small town gathering. That's exactly what happened when 650 of Aspire families came together for an unforgettable family picnic on September 4th, 2024, hosted at Brickhouse Park. This event was filled with love, laughter, and plenty of activities for everyone. The Aspire Family Picnic is one of our oldest and most loved events. It has been happening for over 25 years. This year, the real mac and cheese trucks were on site to feed the crowd. It was one of the hottest days of the summer, so water was in generous supply, and the shade of trees in the park offered some respite. Everyone was tired and full and began to make their way home at about 6:30 p.m. A shout out goes to the programs who put together so many fun things to do. This picnic wasn't just a gathering, it was a reminder of the importance of family and the joy of spending time together.
Quantum friends enjoy a fabulous visit with local community policing. The Quantum group had a fantastic time during their visit with the local community policing team. Constables Bahia, Wasa, and Walker spent quality time with us, sharing valuable information on community safety and answering numerous questions from our group. During the visit, the constables discussed various safety topics, including how to stay safe while using social media and internet, the importance of neighborhood watch programs, and tips for staying safe when alone at home. They also provided insights into the role of community policing in building trust and cooperation between the police and residents. We had the exciting opportunity to check out a police car and learn about the new police dog that Constable Wasa is training. The group was particularly fascinated by how police dogs assist in various operations and how they are trained. A big thank you to Constable Walker, Wasa, and Bahia for speaking with us and spending time with our group. Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
Pumpkin patch visits. Friends help friends. With Halloween fast approaching, the Quantum friends were excited to visit the pumpkin patch at West Ham Island. The perfect weather and kind service made for a delightful outing. Everyone enjoyed a great walk, picked out the perfect pumpkins, and soaked up the remaining sunshine. Stefan was the hero of the group, volunteering to collect all the pumpkins and transport them in a wheelbarrow. We are all so thankful for our friends, the opportunity we enjoyed different activities, and to share our joys with you, the readers of our newsletter. Sport. Quantum friends had a fantastic opportunity to enjoy a baseball game between the Vancouver Canadians and Eugene. In the fall, we received a generous donation of tickets for a Canucks hockey game from Robert, McWhinney, Reed, Nicole, and Anton from Quantum. Enjoyed the game to the fullest. Thank you, Robert.
Aspire Richmond and the Dinjal family present Drive for Ability Scholarship Program. Applications accepted from October 1st, 2024 to February 1st, 2025, with the recipient winners announced in April 2025. Sergi and Pardeep Dinjal have been raising funds for Aspire Richmond for over 14 years. What started out as a car rally has evolved into an annual fundraising campaign and now a scholarship program supporting individuals from Aspire Richmond. These scholarships can be used for post-secondary schools, speech assessments, and/or other needs that you may need help with. Visit the Aspire Richmond website for more details. Scholarship criteria: resident of Richmond, BC, Canadian citizen and/or permanent resident, receive services from Aspire Richmond, age 5+, no GPA standing is required. Submit proof of paid registration in their first or subsequent years at a recognized post-secondary institution in a trade, technical, vocational, or academic program in Canada. For children under 17, proof of registration and/or letter from a speech pathologist, occupational therapist, or other programs listing number of hours per week. Include references or a letter of appreciation to the people who have helped you prepare and have encouraged your post-secondary education future, where applicable.
From Surjit Dinjal, wife, mother, and Aspire board member all rolled up into one. Inclusive education, testimony from a mother. Life has a way of giving you wonderful, unexpected wake-up calls. At my son's graduation ceremony, I was in the moment of him walking across the stage and receiving his diploma. He had his plan for post-secondary life all sorted out in grade 10. I looked over at my youngest daughter, who was in grade 9 at the time. She has Down syndrome and attends a modified program in high school. I thought to myself, we need to sort out her plan for after high school. So many questions popped into my head. Where do I start? What does post-secondary life look for her? What is available for her? Does she get a job? Does she want a job? What is her daily life going to look like after high school? Like I said, a lot of questions. After a sleepless night, I did a deep dive the next morning into the archive Aspire newsletters online. I found a lot of information. Now I had to decipher the acronyms and see how everything works. I thought I had time still before we had to plan for my daughter. I'm so glad that the light bulb went off, as I needed to start planning now. I reached out to people who I have met at Aspire, hoping they could steer me in the right direction. Thanks to Shintaro Tachihara, the manager of Children's Respite and Family Resources. He introduced me via email to the two people that are representatives to the Richmond branch of CLBC, now www.communitylivingbc.ca. Before I could open a file for my daughter, I needed a few things done beforehand. Enter the transition checklist. This is broken down by age, which is helpful, and newsflash, you need to start at age 15. A link to a sample transitions checklist is available on the Aspire Richmond website under Inclusive Education Resources. I also connected with the Life Skills program at my daughter's high school. They set up introductions to Emily Tan Secondary, Transitions and Explorations, Pathways to the Future. She had some handouts for me, and she also had the transition checklist. Emily was very knowledgeable, answering many questions with ease and very forthcoming with information. As all parents, I want to give my daughter a fulfilling life with friends of her own and life with a purpose. She is so capable. She is so much more than an open file in our program. We will give her the foundation and guidance she needs, just as we did our two other children, to dream big things. We have created the Drive for Ability Scholarship Fund to aid Aspire high school students with the post-secondary education. You can find it on the Aspire website under the Resources section.
The Aspire Kindness to Me hosted an Ikebana flower arranging class. Carol, an Ikebana instructor shared both her knowledge as well as beautiful flowers from her garden. Everyone got to create their own flower arrangement to take home with them, and many shared that they plan to gift their creations to their friends or family members.
From Abigail Isidro, Supported Child Development Consultant, creating high-quality supportive environments in childcare programs. In partnership with the PACE program, Supported Child Development recently presented a free 2-hour in-person workshop at Seedlings ECD Hub. The topic was creating high-quality supportive environments in childcare programs. To further emphasize the importance of collaborations and partnerships in our community, this workshop was offered to the various childcare programs that the Supported Child Development Program and the PACE program regularly provide consultative services to. It was a successful turnout, and 27 early childhood educators took part in this event. The topics covered in the workshop were classroom arrangements, traffic patterns, physical design, visibility, cozy corner, environmental cues, and lastly, a classroom field trip to the Seedlings Infant, Toddler, and 3 to 5 program. Based on the feedback we received from the participants, the classroom field trip was the most impactful part of the presentation, as it provided them with a tangible illustration of a classroom environment, and it gave an opportunity for them to directly practice the topics we had just covered. The field trip exemplified an ideal way of setting up the classroom environment and explained how each item and piece of furniture is placed with intent and purpose within the classroom. We then walked over to the other classroom to get the participants involved in setting up the classroom space. From our observations and the feedback we received, the participants left feeling inspired. Abigail's direct experience in visiting a childcare program afterwards, she has seen some changes in the classroom environments that the early childhood educators implemented. We look forward to hosting another workshop on this topic soon and to continue our partnership with the PACE program.
Thank you for your support. The Drive for Ability 2024 fundraising campaign wrapped up with thanks to the Denjal family and their friends, family, and colleagues. They have donated $25,210 this year. Drive for Ability has supported Aspire for over 14 years, and we are ever more grateful for their incredible support. National Day for Truth and Reconciliation at Seedlings. As part of our ongoing efforts to introduce important cultural and historic concepts to our toddlers, we engage them in a meaningful art project in recognition of Truth and Reconciliation Day. The children explore their creativity by using hand paint and sponge brushes to create beautiful designs on t-shirt templates. We used orange paint for stamping, symbolizing the orange shirts that have come to represent the experiences of Indigenous children in residential schools. This hands-on activity not only allowed the toddlers to experiment with colors and textures, but also provided an early introduction to the values of empathy, understanding, and respect of Indigenous communities.
October 17th, Aspire hosted a fall ball for all ages and abilities at Seedlings. It was a great event with music by a DJ, dancing, prizes, and a whole lot of fun. A very big thank you to the committee that brought this event together and to those that helped at the event too.
Interview with a respite caregiver. How would you describe the role of respite caregiver to someone who has never heard of it before?
While the child is in our care, we are providing relief time to their primary caregiver. It is a win-win as the child is enjoying their time with me and their family is enjoying time on their own.
What motivated you to become a respite caregiver?
I became a caregiver because I believed it was good for everyone. With me, the child is gaining new experiences and interactions within the community, which supports social connectedness. At the same time, the primary caregiver is recharging and taking care of themselves. I consider this meaningful work.
What are some things you've learned because of your experience as a respite caregiver?
I have learned to listen and observe people's needs. I think I better understand human behavior and human nature. I try to consider a person's needs from their perspective. I think my communication skills have improved, not only with the children in my care, but with their families as well.
Can you share a favorite memory you have from when you provided respite care?
During the pandemic a few years ago, I spent time with a child while she walked home after school. She was learning road safety and was reading signs and street names. She was becoming independent. She was so proud that she could walk home by herself, and her mother was so happy to see her daughter's growth.
What techniques do you use to keep the children you support engaged and motivated during activities?
I try to fully understand the impact that I make. I communicate with the families frequently about their daily lives, interests, habits, and preferences, and any recent medical concerns. I have learned that an individual's emotional state may be different each time we meet. I respect their requests and make sure their time with me is both safe and enjoyable.
What advice would you have for new respite caregivers just starting their role?
I did not have specialized skills for being a respite caregiver. I offered an open heart and understanding which overcame a lot of challenges and helped me get along with both the child and their family. Of course, I didn't achieve success without the strong support from the managers at Aspire. Communication is key.
Adventure awaits. Dreams take flight in Disneyland. What were you doing on Wednesday, October 2nd at 3 a.m. in the morning? If you were like most people, you were probably in Dreamland sleeping in your bed. But for four spirited boys from our agency, they were getting ready to embark on a dream trip to Disneyland courtesy of Dreams Take Flight. Dreams Take Flight is a non-profit organization whose mission is to send children battling various illnesses and health challenges on a trip of a lifetime. The organization operates in multiple cities all throughout Canada, and this October they sent over 120 children who embarked on a magical journey to Disneyland over the course of the following 24 hours. The trip was a heartwarming experience filled with laughter, joy, and unforgettable memories. From meeting beloved characters to exploring thrilling rides, the boys made the most of every moment. Their smiles and excitement were truly infectious, reminding us all of the magic that comes with experiencing the world with childlike wonder and curiosity. The trip concluded with everyone landing back in YVR Airport at 1 a.m. the following Thursday, where all participating children were reunited with their families and enjoyed some well-deserved rest. A heartfelt thank you to Dreams Take Flight for this amazing opportunity. Your dedication to bringing joy to young people is inspiring, and we are grateful for the memories created on this special trip. Here's to more adventures in the future. From Carrie McClellan Hack, Director of Children's Services. Treehouse Playground Replacement. We have exciting news to share. The Treehouse Playground replacement is finally finished. In planning for the playground, we gathered input from children and families from Treehouse regarding the future design and got to work choosing a contractor who helped us achieve our dream playground. After 3 years of planning and coordinating, the Treehouse Playground officially opened on August 29th. The new design incorporates natural elements of wood, a log jam climbing structure, and a water and wave design in the pour in place of rubber. The mature grapevine remained to provide shade and an arbor built to encourage growth. Accessibility was enhanced with the areas and surfaces accessible for children to play. Spaces were created to provide opportunities for creative play, the play hut, benches, and climbing structure. Garden beds were increased to teach children about nature, responsibility, and patience while they explore the wonders of growing their own food. In addition to the play structures and surfaces, the drains were upgraded to ensure that debris is collected and that the play structure does not flood. The replacement project was collaboratively funded and would not have been possible without funding provided by an Enabling Accessibility Grant through Employment and Social Development Canada, City of Richmond Child Care Grant, and through private donations and fundraisers held by Aspire. Thank you to Paul and the crew from Dirk's Natural Playground for designing and creating an amazing playground space that the children at Treehouse will enjoy, grow, and learn on for many years. Thank you for listening to this episode of Aspiring Voices, the video companion to the Aspire Views newsletter. For more information about our agency, please go to www.aspirerichmond.com.